Right, let me find some questions for you.
Is it going? Is it recording?
Is the camera going?
Oh, is it on?
Are you filming right now? I suck.
Okay, so what was the question?
Did that make sense? What was the question?
Okay, tell me when to go.
Okay.
No, wait.
I just can't see anymore. I know what I want to say. I just don't know how I should say it. I thought it was a really good idea and I was like, oh, I got nothing planned for the night. The reason I agreed to do this was because I used to be, slash still am a little bit, one of those people that hates this. But the more you do it and the more you show others that you're okay with it, then the more it should become okay.
Also, it's kind of like a good kind of sort of campaign kind of idea to influence the younger generation that you don't need to cake your face to look beautiful.
Well, I don't really wear makeup a lot anyway, and I saw this on Facebook. I thought it had a good concept, an idea behind it that was very cool. Because I don't wear makeup anyway, and I figured if I'm afraid to expose myself naturally, then why should I expect others not to?
I didn't want to do it, so then I was like, oh, just stop being stupid and just do it. And also, it kind of related to something that we're talking about with youth group. I'm a youth leader, and I'm talking at the moment to some girls about how like they're all beautiful and stuff, and I was like, I can't really be teaching them this if I don't do it myself. So, and also I didn't want my mum to be right, because she's like, oh, you get reliant on makeup and you need to be able to not wear it and stuff. So I was like, oh yeah, I better do it.
Mostly because I knew if I didn't do it, I would be like, oh, I should have done that, because I just need to get over myself and just be brave and try something new and just be confident in who I am and what I look like.
My flatmates were going out and I didn't want to be left alone in the house, so I came along and then somehow managed to be in front of the camera.
Because if someone else sees it, then they're able to see why makeup is such a big deal and why they can do it as well and not having to wear makeup. You needed people, but also after telling me what Bella had said actually, and her saying that she didn't want to take her makeup off, and that young girls, even that young, are already like, yeah, I have to cover my whole face. And yeah, even though every day I'd wear makeup, I still think people should appreciate what they look like without it, and not many people would have their photo taken without it to actually see what they look like. You kind of just see what you look like in the morning, instantly cover it up, and then make yourself into something else, but you don't really take time to appreciate what you look like.
I do a little bit of modelling, but I honestly like the pictures that of me are like truly of me without makeup, because then if people compliment you on what you actually look like, that's what you actually look like, and you can take those compliments fully. Whereas if someone compliments you on photos that you spent 3 hours sitting in a makeup chair having your hair done, pressing yourself all up, and then someone photoshopped it to death, then that's not really you, so it's kind of hard to take the compliment.
Basically, I decided to do this because I think that it'll help my confidence in being able to actually go out without makeup on during the day.
I kind of made myself actually. Like, I'm just like really insecure. I guess people don't really get that from me, but I don't know, I just thought it'd be kind of a really good thing to do because it's something that I'm really insecure about, so I thought, challenge myself.
My friend wanted someone to come with, and I think it's a good idea to have this kind of thing around.
I just wanted to try something new, and this was the first thing that came up, and I thought it was a pretty cool thing to do, and I don't usually wear makeup, so it didn't really bother me, and yeah.
I like my eyes, and that I'm the only person who realises just how funny I am, which is a lot. The things I like about myself is my smile and how excited I get about things. I am one of a few people I know, or very few people I know, that get so excited about stuff, and it just makes me really happy.
I love my eyes, to be honest, like with or without makeup. They're captivating.
I like my shoulders because they're kind of a wee bit masculine and I did like androgynous qualities. I like my lips being, there's a lot of makeup on it, but
My eyelashes, because I don't have to wear fake eyelashes when I do shows.
I think I'm quite a like joyful person. I hope that I make other people happy, like being around me. I like my eyelashes.
I like my eyes and my hair most of the time, and it's being nice.
Being able to make people laugh and just having a good time. Maybe I think I'd have to go with my hair as well, just because I like being able to do it and making it look nice.
I love my sparkly eyes and cheekbones. And my freckles. One day they will join forces and make it tan.
I like these freckles because like they're cool, and I like my eyes because they're blue and blue eyes are cool, and my eyebrows and the scar that's through my eyebrow. So I like my imperfections.
I love my eyes because they change colour. It's so cool.
I like the colour of my eyes. I guess I need to think more positively.
I'm tall. I don't know, I'm always getting told that I have good skin. My entire life I've had old ladies come up to me and go, oh my gosh, your hair.
I like my smile and my hair because it's all natural. I like how I'm sometimes feisty and I'm a bubbly person to be around.
Media.
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 The media.
The media.
Media.
The media.
The internet is a huge part of it these days. Like, you can compare yourself to people from all over the world, and you shouldn't do that. Like, you shouldn't compare yourself to anyone, even though everyone does and everyone still will. But yeah, that's a massive factor in just having things like Facebook and Tumblr and all those things. That's, I'd say, the big cause of it.
You know, you have like Kim Kardashian, well, all the Kardashians, you say like they're plastered on with makeup and they're the biggest thing in the world right now, so all the girls are looking up to them and they're wanting to be like that skinny and that beautiful, and they think that makeup and false eyelashes and everything like that is gonna make them feel better, and it does for like a little bit, but it's not gonna fix the insecurities that you have inside. Like, you have to be able to accept yourself for who you are before you can like feel beautiful.
Media, because it always gives you, kind of paints a really unrealistic portrayal of what women should look like, whereas it's not actually what people do look like, and you can never tell the kind of extent to which they Photoshop stuff, so you never know what's real and what's not.
Media portrays a perfect image which doesn't ever exist, and then they portray that image and feed it to our generation, and then it's then just a vicious cycle which then gets passed on through generations, where in fact we should be making sure that we aren't doing it to our children.
I guess the media and what they portray as a beautiful woman, and what men want and stuff, so you try to look like what you see in the movies.
I think they worry about what they look like from how other people think they should look. There's a lot of pressure to be a certain way, and I don't think people realise that it's actually more attractive to be unique and different, and you'll enjoy life so much more just being yourself. And yeah, I think there's just too much pressure to be a certain way and not enough encouragement to be unique.
I think just, the media has a massive impact, just all the advertisements and stuff we see every day. Half the time we don't even realise that we're like watching them, but we, just being forced to be something that most of us will never ever be able to achieve. It's silly to try and achieve it when everyone has their unique beauty inside them.
A lot of people said the media, which I can agree with, but I think how everyone else is wearing makeup and how it's almost fitting in, and how all the cool and popular kids are wearing makeup. They're popular for their looks instead of their personalities. I think that's other people are trying to fit in with.
I think the media is the biggest, because the media portrays an image that doesn't exist, and that is what everybody tries to live up to, but it's not even real. Like, famous people that you see in a magazine don't look like that, and yet everyone's trying to look like them, but they don't even look like that. It's not even a real thing that everyone's trying to be.
Because all you see everywhere is perfect people and being told and like completely everything being shoved in your face that you have to be as perfect as those people, and then here's something that they can sell you to make you as perfect as this person, whereas realistically no one really looks like that ever.
Probably, like, for me, it's when you're out and you hear people laughing and you think it's about you. Like, even if it's not, I just, you know, it kind of makes you feel like something could be wrong, or, you know, that there's something wrong with you, basically, and it pushes you to try fix yourself.
I'd say definitely unrealistic advertising and all the photoshopping that goes on. It's incredible, and they don't understand how much goes into that. So they have these unrealistic expectations that they just can't attain, and it's terribly destroying for self-esteem.
Can be the way like role models are and that sort of thing, like celebrities, parents, etc. And also people around them, friends, boyfriends, that sort of thing, so they just feel they aren't good enough for such and such.
Because you look at 13-year-old girls, or even younger now these days, that are wanting to dress up and put makeup on, wear really little clothes that show way too much, and it's sending the complete wrong message. Like, you need to be young and you need to grow up and accept that you have flaws and everything like that. You don't need this stuff so much. You don't need attention or anything. You have your entire life to be old and deal with all of that, but you only have a few years to be young, so why not live it up while you can?
Because it shows that naturality is important and you don't have to cover up behind all that crap
if you don't want to, and it's completely normal to have flaws, and flaws are imperfect, but imperfection is beauty.
Because it'll encourage people to hopefully not wear makeup and see that if everyone stripped down to their natural beauty, then everyone would have their natural beauty exposed, and you wouldn't be going off how good they are putting on their makeup.
If I hadn't done it, I would have been, for so long, would have been like, oh, you were such a wuss, you should have just done it, and, you know, like, it would have kind of brought your confidence down, because you realise that you actually are completely reliant on how you look, and you're really scared to show what you actually look like.
Yeah, just to encourage people to just be confident in who they are and just love themselves and not be embarrassed about what they're naturally like.
Just so people do start to realise that we don't have to be what the media wants us to be. We have a unique beauty that should be shown.
To prove to yourself that it's actually not that hard. It is brave, but it shouldn't have to be a brave, bold thing to do. And teaching yourself that.
So that people, even if it only helps the people that you take the photos of to feel better naturally as they are, that's an achievement in itself, and that will help them to encourage other people they know to be a lot more natural. But I think if people can see photos of other people with absolutely nothing on, it might make them look differently at themselves next time they see themselves naturally, and then, you know, think a bit more positively about what they see rather than just looking at the flaws and what they should cover up.
Well, yeah, like, just the fact that showing people it's okay to be what you are, and, like, you know, take all the bad with the good, and yeah, try not to change yourself. This is just what you are.
I guess it's a good like role model thing to do almost. When I saw it, I was like, there's no way I'm doing this. But I guess, yeah, if people see other people doing it, then it kind of spreads.
Well, firstly, to show that this is what real people look like, and real people are beautiful. I'm just getting that out there. It's an important message.
I reckon it's a really good way for people to realise that they don't have to live up to other people's expectations and they can just be themselves.
I want a girl who has confidence issues to be able to leave the house and she hasn't brushed her hair and she hasn't put on makeup. She might have brushed her teeth if she could be bothered, and not feel like she has to hide her face.
I hope this project helps spark more people to do more things like this, because you read on the internet how every girl thinks they're ugly or fat or things like that, and it just does my head in, because they're nothing of the sort. And so hopefully making this become more popular and more of a thing, then it'll make the new normal.
I do hope it inspires younger girls to learn to accept themselves for who they are, and that they don't need any material things to make them happy, and they don't need to try so hard for attention from boys or anyone else. Like, you just be who you are and be confident, and that alone gives you enough attention.
I hope that it encourages children and like children growing up and just other peers to not be afraid to show who they really are, show their natural beauty, and just dare to take that leap of faith and expose yourself to who you really are.
Challenge other girls to do the same thing and to not be afraid to show your naked face.
I hope it encourages people to be brave and just be confident in who they are without trying to cover themselves up with makeup or whatever. It just helps people to realise that they don't need makeup. Like, personality is a lot as well. If you meet a confident person, like, they're always beautiful just because they're so happy with themselves.
I guess just, yeah, seeing people without their makeup and being confident, that they can take some of that confidence and, yeah, put it to use.
Helping people to look at themselves differently.
Well, I know for me, it's definitely going to help me go out in the mornings and think, hey, I haven't got eyeliner on today, and it's okay. And I'm hoping that it'll make other people feel like that as well.
That I guess like appearance isn't that important, or like it's not bad to want to look good and stuff, like, but it's kind of inside that's important.
I think hopefully boosts their self-image. They don't have to reach unrealistic goals. They are beautiful as they are. And beauty is more than just like one line of this person is beautiful and everyone else is ugly.
Well, first of all, they can just see that, you know, other people are out there doing it, so it is possible to be able to do, and that, you know, there's nothing wrong with being who you are, and it's just, you know, part of life.
Well, we don't know how much time we actually have here, like, none of it's guaranteed, so instead of spending it all worrying about what you look like and what someone else is going to think of you, why not just go out there and think, fuck it, like, half these people you're never going to see again, so who cares if they don't think you look that great, because if you think you look great and you feel great, then who the fuck cares?
Just think of something that you do really well, whether it's to do with your face or your body or school or work or anything, and remind yourself of how good you do that, and you probably do it better than a whole heap of people, and that'll make you happy, and you're the only you that there is, and you're the best you that there is, and no one else can do you better than you. So remember that.
When you're alone, if you don't have the confidence or you don't think you look beautiful or pretty, just sit alone in your room and look in the mirror, and then just appreciate everything about yourself, because ultimately at the end of the day you're going to be taking that makeup off, and that's who you are at the end of the day. It's not the makeup, it's not the clothes or anything like that. So accept yourself for who you are. It's like important to be comfortable and confident with who you are, because the more that you love yourself, the less anyone else needs to. And at the end of the day, that's what you want.
Most of what you see out there isn't actually real. It's gone through various filters and processing and editing, and this is what's real, so you shouldn't be afraid to show what's real.
If you can't accept me for who I am, then how do you expect others to accept you? If I don't show my true self, then how can I ever get to know you?
Yeah, I guess you can't live in the box the whole time. If you don't do it, then you're just staying within your comfort zone. You need to challenge yourself and try something new once in a while. And I think when you do something when you're really scared, it's all the more satisfying when you actually overcome that and do it. I mean, I was finding it hard when you said, I was like, oh, I mean, I do it, but it's, you know, it's not going to be that great. But it's actually not that bad. Next time you have an opportunity to do something like this, or just going around the house, going out somewhere without makeup on, just try it. No one's going to even really notice the difference, to be honest.
No, I think the people that thought, yeah, nah, probably did it from a place of, they feel like they've got something to hide, you know, like, because those are the people that obviously are like, nah, there's something that I don't want other people to see. But really, everyone else looks like that. We all look the same without makeup on. Look at the photos and see how beautiful other people can be without it, and that's look at yourself differently next time.
People think you look like a babe anyway, so it's okay.
Well, I was like that, and even driving here this morning, I was like, oh, do I really want to do this, you know? And I was thinking, when I took my glasses off and whatnot, I was like, God, I'm going to be so exposed and stuff. But once we started doing it, I actually feel really good, and I feel, yeah, it feels all good.
I think you'd always surprise yourself. People can do a lot more than they ever think they can.